Hey you guys, how you doing? Yalik here, and I think I have a free minute. So I did have to boost tonight for an op hit, and while I was doing that, I figured I would take on some player bases and make sure my map got cleared. And so I ran into this guy, and okay, yeah, well, we'll come back to this, but let's go out here. Yeah, attacked. So let's see, that was AZ, that was also AZ, this was also AZ. I was getting pretty frustrated with it. This base had, and finally here's the win, this base had very, very spread out shock launchers and rocket launchers, which is pretty difficult for my usual RCZM, HRCZM approach. So I, well, if you can't beat somebody when you're fully boosted, which I was at the time, then you should probably just quit. So I beat him, but I beat him in a sort of unconventional way. Honestly, I sort of resorted to tricks. I'm pretty good with Everspark, and this is something I do a lot on operations, but not so much with player bases. But I saw an opportunity here. There are a couple of rockets close to the beach. We've marked this one, notice. And I can double tap these two towers, the rocket launcher and the shock launcher, because they're close together. And it's all fairly minimal in terms of the cost of smokes. I think I've had to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. And here, so we've hacked one, and now we're going to double tap and hack two more, and the hero's going to die, and that's kind of unfortunate. But at this point, I'm in pretty good shape because 3 of the 5 major towers that I need down on this base are already gone. And then, as it happens, I've used very little barrage artillery, so that's relatively cheap at this point. Plus, this guy has put a shock launcher right next to 2 economy buildings, so I can destroy them pretty easily and get back 6 GBE. So that's definitely worth my time to do. So I've now removed 4 of the 5 towers that are of primary concern to me here, which means that there's just this rocket launcher. That is a major deal for me, and obviously the 2 blasters are a bit of a problem, but they're not nearly as much of a problem as shock launchers and rocket launchers. Hey look, the medics are trailing behind and not actually following with the body of my troops, because, medics are stupid. I really, really hate medics. I feel like something needs to be done about sort of like the movement algorithms, I guess, for medics. And here we're just shocking. We're getting a blaster and the rocket at the same time, plus a mortar, plus a machine gun. Down here, I wasn't too worried about the single blaster. But yeah, medics, something needs to be done about that. They need to move with the body of your troops, not just when somebody gets injured. Because what is the good of medics who are just standing back there on the beach while everybody else is advancing towards a flare, because medics don't follow flares, as you probably know. It's incredibly dumb and really, really frustrating trying to smoke your troops to someplace useful, and the medics just stay back and get shot on the beach. Long story short, I hate medics. I really do. For a conventional attack, they're great, but for any kind of smoky attack, they are not great. Anyway, we've managed to clear about 3/4 of this base. You know what? About half of this base. And about half of this base we've managed to avoid. And his shield is down, and we've circled around from the left-hand side, and now there's just... slow down. You know what? It doesn't even matter. Now there's just this contingent of Zookas with there's a Cryoneer or 2 out there in front, plus a rifle left, and some medics behind, because that's what they're good for. And yeah, down that goes. So tried him a few more conventional ways, didn't want to try him head on with HRCZM or anything because he had those range towers spread out pretty well. But as it turned out, Everspark was the key to that base. So, pretty cool. I had a lot of fun with that, and when I finally hit on that solution, I was pretty happy with it. So, yeah, 5-2 base goes down, and making things go boom, which, as you know, is sort of my hobby. Anyway, have a great night. I'm out.